400EX. I'll zoom in here. You can see what we're dealing with. A little bit of a problem. So it's been doing this for a while and I kind of ignored it. Not what you're supposed to do, but I got to the point where yesterday I was riding and it was leaking so much oil. It was actually smoking and burning it. I think it's coming from these bolts here, maybe a bad gasket, so we're gonna take a look at it. I'm now looking at this oil cooler and it's actually wet, so I don't know if that's any good. I don't know. I'll come around to the other side. Yeah, it's really dirty, a lot of oil. I don't know about these things. I really don't know if it's stock or not. I don't know if it's any good. I mean, it's wet. I don't know if that's water or oil. We're gonna have to take a look at it. But yeah, this is the project. You can see I already started taking some of the plastics off. They're actually not bad. They got a lot of these little plastic tabs that just go in the holes and they kind of pop out. I'm gonna probably order some new ones because some of these are kind of messed up. I'm gonna work on getting the tank off. It's just 2 bolts up here. There's actually nothing holding the tank in the back, which is very interesting. But yeah, we're gonna keep on moving. So I didn't mention this before. This is actually a 2002 400EX, and I'm just kind of going through it, and I'm just starting to find little things. I think I'm gonna have to buy a replacement or get that welded because that's not gonna work. Yeah, if you work on your own quads, you're gonna find a lot of stuff that questionable stuff. All right, we're gonna start taking this rear end apart. There's 1 bolt. Looks like holds this whole air box on, nothing under it. This isn't anything, that just comes right off. It goes to the carb here. The only thing that this box hooks up to is this plastic thing on the side. It's just right there. And then you got the snorkel. So there's that thing. And this line feeds directly into the crank. It's probably a crankcase breather or something. Maybe, I don't really know, but that's what that is. And that's it. All right, what up guys? So it's been a little while. It's about as far as I've gotten so far in the Honda, taking it apart. Pretty much, not much left, but still quite a bit to do. I mean, as old as this quad is, it's a 2002. I mean, the frame really isn't in bad shape. I mean, it's maybe a little bit in the arms. It's really just dirty, but I just think it's kind of an ugly color. I think it would look really good if it was freshened up. I mean, the front tires are still in good shape. I'm definitely going to get rears. These are a little worn. I'd like to get new rear tires. I'm going to keep the rims. I don't even think I'm going to get bead locks. I'm not doing anything with the shocks just yet. I mean, I don't know. Once I get them out of here, maybe we'll freshen them up, but I'm not going to do shocks yet. Steering stem, I might have to adjust it a little bit. It does kind of look a little bent, but I think I can bend that back and just reuse it. We'll do new grips. I'm going to do a new seat, brand new plastics. I haven't really figured out yellow or red. I kind of like yellow better, but we'll see as I pick out the frame color. I think I'm going to keep the bars the way they are. I kind of really like them. And we're just going to freshen up. We're going to do, of course, an aftermarket exhaust. And then I think I'm going to just keep the motor stock. So, I mean, essentially what we're going to be doing here is I really wanted to powder coat the frame. I have 2 ideas on this. So I want to do maybe a black and yellow setup, like a Bumblebee kind of thing. I can do yellow plastics, gloss black frame. I think that would look really good. Or we can do a little something different and we can go for like a red. You know, personally, if I were to do a red, I really want to do like a candy apple red. I think that would look amazing. And do a little bit of a red and black kind of thing. I would still like to do yellow plastics. I don't really know if it's going to work though, so I'm still trying to figure out colors, how I'm going to color scheme everything. So if you guys have any ideas or you guys have seen builds like this, leave them down in the comment. I mean, I've seen Hondas where the frame was blue and it looks really good, like a blue frame. I'd never seen that before. It's kind of like a candy blue. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure out colors. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll definitely take it in consideration because I'm still trying to figure it out myself. You know, it's not easy. Speaking of the motor here, I got it pretty much all laid out. The crank is actually bad in this motor, and that's why I kind of went down as far as I did. This is a new one I have, so I got a new crank for it. I still haven't broke down the cases yet, or anything at the bottom end. But I had a little bit of gold in the oil, so I knew it was time to take a look at the crank, and the crank's got a little bit of a play in it, so we're going to replace that. I got a top end gasket kit. I'm waiting for a bottom end to come in. I still got a little bit of a cleaning up, some of the old gaskets to get out of here. I'd like to send all this cases and all the motor stuff out to get soda blasted. I'd like to clean them up. I think if it looked like a brand new motor, it would look really clean in a powder coated frame. If you guys remember what this looked like, this was absolutely filthy. I actually just cleaned this with some degreaser and a toothbrush. I'll show you how I did that. And it came out really good, I think, for just scrubbing it for a few minutes. I want to get all the bolts clean. I mean, this is going to be like a really clean looking quad, and I just want it to be really reliable. So really, I'm just going to keep the motor stock. I really don't have any plans on hopping up this motor. I mean, it's an air-cooled 400EX. This is not a race machine, you know? So yeah, the motor's behind me. It's basically it. We're going to keep it stock. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to get it all cleaned up, make it look good. Same thing with the frame. I'm not quite sure if I want to do a black and yellow setup or maybe like kind of branch out and do something a little unique. I want this quad really to be just a good backup quad, because if I wreck the Yamaha or it breaks down, I have something I can get on, especially if I'm going on these trips or just riding in general. You don't want to be out racing or out riding when it's peak season, or even now. I mean, it's beautiful out. I mean, it's getting chillier, but it's perfect riding weather. It's nice and cool. They run way better in this type of temperature anyway. So once I kind of figure out my colors and pricing and stuff, we'll start working that out. But we're going to keep it simple. I'm just going to do an exhaust. We're going to redo the frame and maybe some new tires. That's about it. We're doing a cleanup build. Nothing crazy. I mean, one day I'll probably do shocks on it. But for now, I think we're going to keep it stock. So if you guys have any ideas, comment down below, please, because I'm still trying to figure stuff out. If you got parts you want to sell me, if you got any ideas, if you've seen builds, if you know people who do good work for powder coat, let me know. I think I got someone, but you never know. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for the support. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.